Mahab and welcome to Bahrain to Touchdown Middle East 2023. I am now joined by Kamel Al-Tawil, Managing Director for the Middle East and North Africa Equinix. And Kamel, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's quite an experience to be in the Middle East and witness the tremendous growth and excitement going on in the industry. Before we delve into what Equinix is doing itself in the region, what are the key drivers for investments within the data center space, in the Gulf region?
So we are seeing a lot of momentum in the region, and mainly driven by the big investments happening from the GCC governments into digital transformation. So each and every country has a clear priority to enable the digital economy in the country. And this is driving a lot of digital investments and a lot of cloud adoption, which is really contributing to the growth of the digital infrastructure and data center. At the same time, artificial intelligence is playing a great part of that. I don't know if you know, but the UAE was one of the first countries in the world to appoint a minister for artificial intelligence. So this is a key in the government's agenda and driving a lot of growth in the industry.
It is quite interesting. Would you say this is a big differentiator between the Middle East and the other regions of the world, where governments have really taken on board the importance of digital infrastructure from an early stage, whilst in Europe it was a bit of a second thought when it came to governments? The industry kind of just grew up and then the governments got involved. It seems to be the other way around here.
Definitely. The governments here are very much forward thinking, and digital is a key priority for government. If you see all the government strategic planning, if you look at digital economy is one of the key priorities. If you look at the Saudi vision, at Dubai 2033, and all the other governments that have put the digital economy as a key priority. And this is expected from the region because we are on the edge of innovation, and there is a lot of investments happening in the digital economy, and we've seen lot of momentum in that, driven by that forward thinking of the region's government.
And it's a very strategic, strategically region. When you want to connect Asia to Europe, Europe to Africa, you sit right in between, right in the middle. You're the beating heart of the digital world, or building to be.
Definitely, and you see there is a big concentration of subsea cables in the region. There is like some like 24 subsea cables getting into Oman, Muscat only, and many investments happening in most of the countries. So we believe that there is a great momentum, and the subsea cable industry are going to really help in the progress of the digital economy in the region. And again, digital transformation is a key priority for each and every decision maker within the government and the enterprises in the region.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so Equinix has been in the region for a few years now. Talk us through the growth here, because I believe you've got 6-8 data centers. You're based in Dubai. You also got a presence in Oman. Talk us through what you've got now and how you got to where you are.
So Equinix has been in this region for now. We just crossed more than 10 years, 12 years to be exact. We started with our presence in Dubai by building the first carrier-neutral data center in the region, DX1, which is currently the most interconnected facility in the whole Middle East Africa region. So it's a house of many of the network service providers, cloud, gaming and content ecosystems. And from there we have expanded into Abu Dhabi, where we have another metro. We have also now expanded into Dubai by building another data center, DX3, which is also a big investments from Equinix to really cater for the growth in the digital economy in the region. We have also invested in Oman, building MC1. MC1 is the career-neutral data center and the digital hub, and really the demarcation station of many of the subsea cables getting into the region, and it's now is serving the digital services for between the East and West and Africa. We have also announced that we are getting into a new metro in Salalah with the building of SN1, which is going to be live mid of next year, and Salalah is going to be a major interconnectivity hub for the subsea cable industry. At the same time, we have invested in the connectivity, so we've enabled the Equinix Fabric platform, which is our virtual private connectivity platform that will enable hybrid multi-cloud connectivity across all our data centers. And just recently we announced the availability of Fabric remote connections, basically connecting our data centers in Dubai to our global platform of more than 250 plus data centers in more than 32 countries and 72 metros. Also, we have enabled our internet exchanges in both Muscat and Jeddah to really help the peering and digital economy in the region.
Okay. Before we get into some more expansion plans, I was just thinking a side question because Bitcoin is not something that we're talking that much in Europe at the moment, but at this conference I've heard the word Bitcoin a few times. Are you seeing, and it doesn't need to be Equinix exclusive, but is there any interest in Bitcoin in the region? Is that a market that's popping up?
We haven't seen that. What we have seen is more a pop-up of artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we're seeing a lot of demand on artificial intelligence, and we're seeing a lot of momentum in that. We're seeing a lot of demand on digital transformation powered by the digital agenda of the countries. So really innovation in terms of AI, in terms of digital transformation is key for the momentum for the region.
Okay, and then just talking about the expansion now, sorry, because there was a very side question. You were talking about you got for some peering points in Saudi. When are you going to build a data center in Saudi? When are you going to build data centers in other countries that you know in? What's the roadmap?
We're always looking at opportunities and into geo expansions. You know, we really don't announce a build before we start the building, because you know we have commitment to our customers and to our
NDAs.
partners to deliver on time. The region is growing, our platform is growing, and we're always looking at opportunities to see where we can add value through our platform.
Okay. But the Middle East is more on a greenfield basis kind of growth. It's not so much on the brownfield where you're going to acquire something. Is it?
So far, most of our infrastructure are greenfield. I mean, we've built our data centers, DX3 in Dubai, MC1 and SN1. These are all greenfield. But currently, you know, we're still working on our plans, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, fair enough. And then, Kamel, so you also spearhead Africa, so it would be unfair to leave Africa out of the equation. Give us just a little bit of a view of what's happening in Africa with Equinix.
So definitely we have started our expansion in Africa with the acquisition of Main One, which has data centers in Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ghana, and we are seeing great result there. We have also announced an investment in South Africa, very recent. So with building our new data center GN1 in Joburg, which is going to be live by end of 2024, and this is going to be a real add-on to the digital infrastructure for Africa. We believe there is big growth in the Middle East and in Africa, so we're investing in building the digital economy. We believe digital transformation is happening across these countries, and we are really a part of that transformation.
They are probably the two most exciting regions in the globe right now in terms of data center builds, that's for sure. And I was going to ask last question. We are at Touchdown 2023, so the first edition. In 12 months' time, when you come back for the second edition, what would you expect to have happened in the market within those 12 months? What's your wish for 2024?
We see a lot of momentum in the market. I think now operators and all the partners of the ecosystems need to focus more on the key issues affecting the industry, mainly sustainability, mainly regulatory environment, and mainly ease of build and doing business. So we hope with events such as Touchdown and many of the events that are happening in the region, that all these are helping towards building the ecosystem and building the industry and really growing the momentum. And I think sustainability is key for us, and we need to make sure that while building the data centers and while increasing the data center footprint, is that we're reducing the carbon footprint and making sure that at Equinix we have pledged that by 2030 we'll be 100% carbon neutral, and we make sure that we are implementing all the energy efficiency measures and all the innovations to make sure that sustainability is key in our investments.
Absolutely. I know I said the last question, but is that an easy thing to do in the regions that you cover, so Middle East and North Africa? Is it easy to find green power?
Not easy, but essential. So we work in many ways. One is toward building more efficient data centers, toward getting more innovative technologies for cooling, like we're exploring innovations in liquid cooling and things like that that are going to help in that. So our main focus is really reducing the PUE, the power user efficiency within our data centers to get to the lower PUEs, which help us more in getting more sustainable. You know, we are exploring other ways such as carbon subsidies and other form of green energy to see how we can really get into much more sustainable and achieving our 0% emission.
Goal 2030.
Absolutely.
Kamel Al-Tawil, thanks so much for talking to me, Managing Director for North Africa and Middle East for Equinix. As for your home, thank you for watching, and do check the website for more news and features from across the world on digital infrastructure. At the Tech Capital, you lead, we report. Bye for now.